Hey, Carl. Jesse, good morning. Great to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
As Carl said, Kraken's a big Coinbase competitor. They've really started moving more into the NFT space. What is Kraken doing right now to differentiate as more of these mainstream companies, even Robinhood, Square, PayPal, for example, get into your core trading business with cryptocurrencies?
We're going deeper into crypto. So we've got a wide offering for staking of cryptocurrencies. We're supporting parachain auctions. We've got a Skunkworks NFT project of our own. So we're really trying to stay on the bleeding edge of crypto. We're also exploring more traditional financial services through our banking license that we have in Wyoming. So we'll be encroaching on their territory a bit, but I do think we're all sort of converging on a very similar feature set.
Interesting. What do you mean by converging there? Would you guys offer stock trading at any point?
Exactly. Yeah. So we're getting more into traditional financial services such as stock trading, banking services, maybe even small loans at some point. But that's sort of a smaller project. We're really experts at the cryptocurrency business. We've been in the space for over 10 years now, and we're really like on the bleeding edge of what's happening with cryptocurrency.
Got it. And Robinhood we think of as really the upstart in stock trading. Speaking of that company, they decided or said last week during earnings that they're not going to add any new tokens until there's more regulatory clarity. How are you guys deciding what assets to list right now? Regulators are paying a lot more attention to unregistered securities. Do you expect to have to take any tokens down at this point that happen to be on Kraken? And how are you navigating that?
We don't expect it to take anything down. We have a very robust listing process, not unlike what you would have for the public markets. So we do a lot of diligence before we list something. We have a very thorough legal review before we list something. So if you see it available in the United States, we're fairly confident that that asset is not a security. So we don't expect to delist anything. And frankly, I think if you're waiting for regulatory clarity in the space, we've been waiting for 10 years. We still don't have it. You might be waiting a long time. And so I think anyone else interested in this space and getting into it is going to have to accept that there's some gray area and that our regulators in the United States don't seem interested in really clarifying anything for us.
Well, one question about the gray area, Jesse, is just how secure your customers' assets really are, and this question of whether or not they have to worry in that you're not an FDIC-backed organization, and that you have committed to taking care to protect the assets, but that you're maybe not regulated in the same way that some other companies might be.
Sure. Well, FDIC only protects you in certain cases with certain kind of bank failures. I don't think anyone in the crypto industry has complete insurance coverage over anything that could possibly happen. So I think it's just part of being in cryptocurrency. I think people accept that it's a new territory, it's a new world. Most people in cryptocurrency today don't think the government's doing a really great job of protecting them from the traditional financial services industry, which is not serving billions of people in the world. So I think people have come to cryptocurrency because of its utility. And they're not worried about, worst case scenario with a bank failing. They can control their own keys. They can control their own coins. People are able to withdraw their coins off of Kraken anytime they want, 24/7, 365. There are no bank holidays in crypto. So I think because you have that option, because we're not doing fractional lending, we're not a fractional reserve operation. We're not taking deposits and lending them out to other people. You don't really have that risk that the FDIC is really intending to cover there.